Roslyn Balita.
Ha?
Roslyn Balita.
Oo. Naalog ka mo yung ano sa mo.
Karandang?
Sir.
Karandang? Si Father. Father nandiyan na. Kahit wala si Father?
Hindi, mamaya na si Father. Wag tayo.
Okay na?
Kanina pagpasok po ng ospital, kami.
Okay na? Ma'am, sisimulan na. Go na tayo. Go na. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Punta sa namin salita. Si Sir Carl na agad.
Oo.
Ipasa mo sa kanya to, ha? Ha?
Paano ko sa kanya pa?
Ibibigay mo sa kanya yan, ha?
At saka itong mic?
Oo, parehas.
Saan ako tatayo?
Yun na lang, beside ako sa ICAHST. Tutna na ng ICAHST. Ha?
Good morning, everyone, and to our CBRC branches. It is with immense joy and excitement that we are gathered here today to witness another success, the launching and the blessing of CBRC Quezon Avenue branch, the International College of Allied Health Science and Technology, or ICAHST, and also to clinical competency assessment, retraining, and laboratory simulation, or the CARLS project. May we recognize first Dr. Carl E. Balita, and with his wife, Dr. Roslyn Balita, their daughter, Ms. Laika Balita, Dr. Clarita Miraflor, Dr. Luis Ramon Rodriguez, and Architect Alfred Carandang, and also to Father Aris, who will lead the blessing of this new venture or endeavor, and also to the staff, faculty, family, and CBRC branches, and to the whole family of ICAHST and CBRC. Good morning po sa inyong lahat. Yan, alam ko po excited na excited kayo dahil we have this 3 major goal for today. Kasi we are launching the ICAHST, the CARLS project, and also to our new branch of CBRC. Now we know that none of this would happen without his visionary mind to implement such venture. The man behind the success of CBRC, and to our Daddy Eagle, who will talk or give us an inspirational message before we start, Dr. Carl E. Balita. Sir? Ayan.
Yeah, to the Superman. Ano daw? Madumipit ko? Yeah, to the Superman of the medical of the medical world, my very good friend Dr. Boyet na tawag na Dr. Boyet Rodriguez. Palakpakan niyo naman si Doc Boyet. And his boss, the birthday girl of the day, Dr. Carol. Ayan. Mamaya natin kantahan ng birthday song. Of course, the daughter and the sons and Rodriguez family, our partner, are imported from America, the founder of the Philippine Nurses Association of America, Tita Claire Veraflor. Yeah, she happens to be in the Philippines for some mission and vacation, and sabi ko, you cut the ribbon, because you are family. And our president in the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Quezon City, of course, my very good friend Alfred, the architect Alfred Carandang. Yeah. At yung mga on the way pa lang, sige, pagtagal kayo. And of course, my boss. I have two bosses here. My, yeah, my lifetime boss, Dr. Aline Balita. Yeah, na magme-member ng PAMI. Nasa si Dr. di sumama. And of course, my eldest boss, Laika Balita, who will soon, hopefully in 2 months' time, in 2 weeks' time, attorney Laika Balita na. And Jazz, of course. And of course, the team of ICAHST that we have gathered to be here today. You know, ICAHST is a brainchild of a woman who I met and I synced in terms of how we envision the future in terms of education. She became my classmate in the Pamantasan ng Lungsod, Maynila for my doctorate in education. And I did not know that she has a brother called Dr. Boyet. That she has been talking to about Boyet for so long. Every time you're very entrepreneurial. You know, I have a brother who is like you. You know, you would really blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but too bad that we lost Beng for COVID last year. And that's why when I realized that this is her brainchild, I said, let's keep her spirit alive. And I will have ICAHST be a memory of my very good friend, Beng Yage. And that's why I love you, Beng, wherever you are. You know how much we love each other. Because of every Sunday, for 2 years of our lives, magkatabi kami sa upuan, nangingialam sa professor, just to tell you. Oo, pag may professor kayo, bulong kami. Nangingialam sa reporter. Yeah, if you met her, kami yung tipong taong pag may reporter na hindi masyadong magaling, tinitake over namin. Ganon kaming dalawa, together with Marge. Ba't nga wala dito si Marge, hindi ko na-invite, and other friends of ours, our ano. And that's why now we have attached with ICAHST, and we're reviving ICAHST, we're growing ICAHST in the spirit of Beng, and in the spirit of what it stands for, to be an international college of allied health science and technology. So hindi siya health science. It's allied health, sciences, and technology. So there's a comma, meaning science is different from allied health science, meaning we touch science, we touch allied health, and we touch technology. And watch out for many programs that will be based here. Some of the greatest scientists, allied health professionals, and technologists would come from this little space that we currently occupy. That's a vision. And which is why my daughter, who is still choosing from a wide menu of a smorgasbord dinner, a table, I made her feel it because while she's awaiting the result of the bar, I wanted her to feel this and see for herself where she wants to go among the many options that she has in terms of a career. Because this is something she can do side by side with her legal practice or law practice. And that's why I had naman may pamangkin, Sining, Hearty, birthday naman niya sa Valentine's Day. Yan. Diba? Yan. And today we're launching ICAHST. And sabi nila, everything I touch become gold. It's gold because, you know, everything I touch, I dedicate to the Lord. Yeah, that's it, no? So, as we have started CBRC with 14 students, now we have grown all over the place. And the CBRC family is here. Palakpakan naman natin ang CBRC family. Being here. And that little corner there represents CBRC Quezon City. It's going to be the base of their enrollment and operations and service. And maybe soon we'll look for a space where we can hold classes here, somewhere here. And it will be also the anchor of a project that we are launching today. This is CARL project. CARL's project is clinical competency, assessment, retraining, and simulation. Training, laboratory, and simulation. So it's CARL. It's clinical competency, assessment, retraining, and laboratory for simulation. So it's CARL's project. And by the way, all the sons of Dr. Carol are named Carl. All the children have Carl. Except you. Oh, you also have Carl. I don't know who Carl to you is. Carol and Louise, that's why it's Carl. Okay, and now I'm an additional Carl, Brother Carl. So, and the Carl's project will also be launched today. To my partners who are all in Zoom right now, you're watching us. The purpose of this is where we will be teaching competencies of nursing and other allied health, and in the process, make available the learning experience done virtually. Yeah, this is where you can actually have, you know, the Lerdal and the other expensive technology for digital learning and in laboratory learning in nursing and other health can be done. And that's why this is going to be the base of the CARL's project, and which is why we have CBRC branch here also launched today. And very, very happy that even as this is a business, and that is symbolized by the presence of the president of the PCC Quezon City, Architect Alfred. This is very much healthcare, and this is very much education, which we're very close to. It's a closely knit vision of the future anchored on health, education, technology, sciences, and everything in between, and everything for the future. So I want to invite all of you. This is a very inspiring day because this is second day of February, and this is the birthday of Dr. Carol. So 30 years ago, yeah, she celebrated her 30th birthday. Yeah. She was born the same day sometime in the past. And today is the birth of another being. And that being is not a person, but that being is a blessing. So a blessing to people who want to learn, people who would like to be lifelong learners, people who would like to be competent, and people who would like to see the future much ahead. And what I love about this place is there's so much technology here. And there's so much, so much potential here. So much technology, so much learning, so much resource. And I think the future begins here. It begins today. I'd like to acknowledge my son, by the way, my only son, Lambert. Yeah. So, nandyan. And the girlfriend, Clarice, of course. So, we are excited because, as I said, the future begins here because this is where you find everything you may want. This is where we find technology, learning and education, health, and so on. But more importantly, this is where we find family. And this is where we find love. And this is where we find God. Because as you enter, there are many quotations about God. So what wrong can happen in a place where there is family supporting each other. And of course, I'd like to thank the Medical Depot family, the managers, for accommodating ICAHST and all the troubles and all the movements and all the agility and the demands, no? Yeah. And by the way, there's also so much beauty inside. because there's an ongoing training of, esthetician, doctors. So yung mga nangangailangan ng pagpapaganda, kosa, silip ka na doon sa dulo. Yan. And of course, si Bercy family there, Algie is there, and others. And every one of my partners are there. Weekly, you will see displays because this will broadcast live. This will be in our YouTube where there's going to be people teaching, clinicians teaching, whoever wants to learn using our technology, demonstrating what we have to offer. Of course, Malu is our super lola. Yeah, hindi pa, super. Yeah, natuwa kami because, I realize, and this is for everybody's information, I realize it's always wise, Nancy, remember this, and Boom Boom. It's always wise to have a senior citizen in the team. No, not because they are old and they have experienced what we have not experienced, but this is the catch. They have special lane in every transaction. Kaya from now on, I declare that in CBRC, all government transactions will be handled by Boom Boom. Because she's also a senior citizen, she also retired. And that's her secret. Hindi siya pumipila. Kasi pag nakita siya, binabati na siya. Kasi sabi, pambihira naman yung kumpanya niya, tanda-tandaan nyo na, pinagtatrabaho pa kayo. So, ina-accommodate sila kaagad. So, that's the advantage. So, thank you for that. And of course, our trainer, Rose, no? We found her. She's a gem of TESDA trainings. And I'll tell you, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And we look into ICAHST. I don't know, also by coincidence, Laika is not called Laika at home. She's called Aika. Because our pamangkin in the past could not pronounce Laika. And she pronounced it Aika. And then she became Aika. And that's why Lambert is not Lambert at home. She's Aiko. And our third became Aiki. And Aimi. So I don't know also where is the connection because ICAHST sounds like Aika. And now she's handling this, she's managing this. So everything is connected. And that's actually my final message. Everything seems to be connected. All right? So imagine the connections of all of this. It's very clear that we have Claire.
Tita Claire?
Yeah, that's why. Tita Claire. I'll not drop the tita. No, for the clarity of the future is here because we have Tita Claire, as you can see. And ICAHST is in good hands because we have Aika. Yeah, and there is Carl in all of your children. And there is Carl in me. Okay, and there's a lamb. That's Lynn. That's L-A-M-B, Medina Balita. And that's what all my children are, L-A. Laika Agnes. And the lamb we're talking about is the Lamb of God. I'll actually rest here. So, yon. That's what we're here for today. It's a short program. It's a short gathering. And this is, of course, a special day because we're gonna sing Happy Birthday to you. And let's shall we sing? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Dr. Carol, may surprise nga pala sa'yo dun sa corner. Actually, nag-surprise daw yon. Pero alam mo naman na. Actually, may surprise din ako sa'yo na cake. Mamaya na lang. Mamaya kita surprise. So, that's how surprising surprises could be. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. And welcome to this event. And let's grow this. Let's grow this.
Thank you so much, Doc Carl. And for us to give, or for him to give us aspirations about ICAHST, may we call on the chairman of ICAHST, Dr. Luis Ramon Rodriguez.
Ay, pakiclick mo lang. Yun yung microphone mo. Okay. Happy birthday to
Hello. Mukhang galing kagabi yan sa so ba?
Yan yung pinabili niya.
Kanina, mga 12 o'clock, naglabasan yung mga bata and came to sing song. Habang nakahiga siya kanina ng madaling araw at 12 o'clock. Yes, I'd like to say a few words important from what Carl had mentioned. No? Siguro balikan ko lang yung 20, or well, more than 2 decades ago when we started to go to business. So I'm an ENT by profession. And then when I finished my specialty and went to a little private practice, I cannot charge my patient. But that time, God has given me a little opportunity to go to business. Started with 10,000 pesos just to help somebody from Manila who put up a medical company in Zamboanga. So the whole 10,000 that we have na nasa cabinet, that was more than 20 years ago, pinahiram namin sa kanya. That all started. That's the birth of the Zamboanga medical supplies, equipment, and general merchandise. Then when I was in business, I prayed to God, Lord, ito bang plano mo sa amin talaga? And well, sabi ni Lord, of course, without God talking to us, saying verbally, yes. So God led me to go to business. And then a few months after, I got involved with many, many things in medical. Then we prayed to the Lord again, and we had a covenant. Kami ni Carol, we had a covenant with God. Covenant. Lord, since you had put me into business, medical business, we'd like to strike a covenant with you. And that is, you bless the labor of our hands. And may kama pa, bless the business in bounty. So everything that I will touch in business, Lord, prosper it. Yun ang covenant namin kay Lord, which really happened naman. Everything that we, parang si Carl din, ano, lahat ng hawakan ni Carl, with the golden hand, with the blessings from the Lord, really happened, no? So we had many businesses that we started. In Zamboanga, just like here, we have several companies. Awa ng Diyos, buhay pa naman lahat. And eventually, we had given that business to our employees. We made them owners. So our mindset is, everything belongs to God. And we don't own anything. So all of this that we have, it all belongs to God. So we believe that we are just stewards on earth. So God gave us this opportunity, these resources to take care of His resources and use it to bless the Lord. And that's what we are doing right now with my dad, who worked with us, who was with us when he was alive. So nabuo yung JBC. My dad's name is Jesus. Jesus, Boyet, and Carol. So so we have a JBC holding in Zamboanga. So the building that we have in Zamboanga, it's also named JBC. Even yung building dyan maliit sa Sampaloc, it's named JBC. Jesus, Boyet, Carol. We never knew that the be there, Boyet, will be somebody else in the future. Sabi ni Carl, 30 years moving forward, or 20 years moving forward, the be there is not just Boyet, it's Balita pala. Balita. Yes, and all the kids are named Carl. It's supposed to be letter C yun because Carol is C, no? But we said, make it a little bit, tweak a little bit, and we made it K. So all the kids' name are Carl. Carl Luigi, yung panganay, Carl Luisa, si Isa is Carl Luisa, Carl Lorenzo, and Carl Luis. Yung my junior is Carl Luis Ramon. So that Carl pala, never thought that 20 years moving forward, it will become Carl na kasama natin ngayon. So, really is providential, no? Providential. And mahilig din ako, I really love to play with words. And all the names that we have, I try to play with it. Just like Carl loves to play with acronyms and everything. So, this is what God has given us. We don't own this. Even the kids, even the children, we don't own them. This all belongs to God. And God said, I would say, man falls short of His glory, and everybody, all of us sinned. So the wages of sin is death. But God gave His only begotten Son to die for our sins. So we're now banking on these words of God. And we're highly spiritual. And we said that starting 2023, with a prayer in 2022, we'll be highly spiritual. So everything that we do is towards blessing people and with bounty, and towards how we can keep on blessing a lot of people along the way. And these things that we have are all God's blessing, and we thank the Lord for all these things. And whatever we do, everything that we do is to glorify the Lord. And God said, man created God created man. Father, please correct me if I'm wrong. God created man to glorify and worship Him. Di ba? Pero may kama yun. Sabi niya, day and night. Sabi ko, oh my God, how can we glorify and worship the Lord?
In your dreams.
And day and night. But we're working. And we said probably work is worship. So we teach everyone that when you work, it's also worship. So you glorify God, even if you eat, you do your work and everything that you do. So that's the legacy we wanted to do for everyone. And last year we launched the concept of stewardship and the concept of ownership. And we said that all the employee will be owning everything that we also have. So yung Sambuanga namin, we already had given shares to all our employee who are working with us more than 20 years. Meron doon, nag-asawa na. And just yesterday, our manager who used to work with us, kahapon lang, used to work with us for 5-7 years, no? Until the family put up a business. Called us up. Kahapon, I was talking to her. And she said she wanna go back and work with us again. Something like, it's a family thing. It's a family business that we welcome everyone. And like what Carl mentioned a while ago about what we have, the PMD, and what it can give to the people of Quezon City, well, it's something that we really desire. And I was even talking to architect Alfred, a while ago as a PCCI head president. I was telling him that we can set up a startup for medical, for students, no? Let's launch it, and then we'll be the one looking for the one to fund. So we can be funders of the project that the kids or the children may wanted to develop it into a business as well. So we can work on it. And yes, thank you, Carl, for that inspiring message and the life that we see in you. When every time I see Ate Beng, she will tell me about you, about Carl, classmate. And yet, yung baligtad, as she tells you about me, she keeps on telling me, boy, you have to meet Carl. And I only know him from the billboards. Because again, and the first time I met him, pinuntahan ko siya doon dito sa may Quezon Ave. Meron, it's filled up with students, and he was so very busy. And the same face that I met him, hindi nagbago, ha? Yeah, hindi nagbago. That was more than 10 years ago, ha? More than 10 years ago. Busy siya noon. At ang peg ko sa kanya, hindi niya ako maasikaso kasi he was very busy attending to. Para it was a review, something, no? Final review. And I said, kapatid ako ni Ate Beng. Nung narinig niya sigurong Beng, then gave attention to me, no? But very busy siya, but we strike a little conversation, and I told him to go one of these days ago, come and see you. But that time, Carl, we are still in Zamboanga. I just come to Manila. Pag-anong-ganon lang kami noon. So, the ICAHST that you mentioned was really when Ate Beng had breast cancer. That was, more than almost 20 years ago. And I said, nag-usap kami dalawa. Sabi ko, Ate Beng, anong plano mo? Until finally, sa pag-uusap namin, she said, well, a school like this, no? So really, came from Ate Beng's inspiration. Because at that time, we feel that she may have to rest from teaching in her load in academe. And then probably do something on her own time, without too much pressure. So the ICAHST was born and was a dedication to her, and that she will manage it, work with it, and nurture it, and make it into something beautiful like what it is right now, because she will put her passion into teaching. Ate Beng will never be rich on her own if she puts up her own business, but she helps people, she helps companies to grow, and that's what she is. Sabi nga niya sa akin, may business siya pero hindi nag-grow. Pero she was able to help a lot of companies at that time. And she does our strat planning every year. So we missed her. We lost her 1 year, October, when my mom and and my Ate Beng passed on. That was 2 weeks apart. I was also in the hospital at that time with COVID. And on that day, I said, I talked to the doctor, my doctor in the hospital. I said, I want to go home. She said, I cannot go home without her approval. So I need to sign a HAMA, Home Against Medical Advice, so I can go home. Meaning that the responsibility will not on her anymore. But I said, Doctora, I'm willing to sign HAMA because I wanted to see my sister. Because I know when she sees me, she'll grow stronger. And at the time, Ate Beng was in the hospital, intubated. And the day that I left the hospital, I was about to see her in the ICU, and that's the day that she died. So I went still to the hospital not to see her anymore. I mean, the physical, that she is alive, but she died already at that time. Anyway, yes, Carl, thank you for continuing what Ate Beng had started, and something that Laika, it's now on your shoulder. But don't you worry, we as parents will be happy to be there guiding the kids, the children. And we want you to fail, all the kids. We want you to fail while we are still alive, because we'll be there to pick you up. Because when we are gone and you fail, you may look for someone else to help you out. So that's the role of the parents. So all parents or would-be parents, that's our role. We want our kids to fail while we're still alive, because we'll be there to pick them up as much as God will pick up everyone, all of us. So it's a nice celebration, more than the rebirth of ICAHST, and really a rebirth of ICAHST. And thank you to the Balita family. Dr. Alin, of course, Laika. And Laika, Laika is like a kid. My daughter na rin, no? I mean, when she sees me, like all the kids then, all my children. And I said, I'll be the father to everyone, to you. Of course, Lambert, no? And we thank you, and to the Balita family who are here. We didn't make this really a big celebration, like a celebration, no? We just wanted to make it like, intimate and family. Hindi nga kami nag-imbita rin ng but we just asked some friends to come over. Anyway, more than anything, yes, Carol, happy birthday. This is your, hindi naman 30 years ago. 29 years ago. 29 years ago. So you know now her age, no? 30 plus 29. So alam niyo na edad niya ngayon. Malapit na siyang mag-senior citizen. Tama yung kay Malu, no? Meron siyang straight line sa special lane sa senior citizen. So thank you so much, and looking forward to many things that's gonna happen. And Carl is very fertile and a lot of great and bright ideas. He's really a visionary. And working with someone like him makes me younger by 10 years, no? Yes, I need to catch up with him because he's younger than me. And yes, to everyone, to my family, to the company that we manage, of course, Pritzi, Andrew, Jerome, Bem, Nino, the others are sleeping kasi galing ng they attended the Hour of Health. Of course, Isa, and to everyone, thank you so much. And looking forward to many, many things that we will journey together. So it's a journey. And as we journey, let me say the last words, as we journey, let's have a triangle with God. I use the triangle as a formula in life. So let's triangulate with the Lord. So me, the Balita family, the Rodriguez family, Balita family, and God. So you, wherever you are, always triangulate with God. Because a triangle, if you throw it up in the air, pagbagsak nun, triangle pa rin. You will never know which sides ang... So thank you so much, and God bless us in our plans, in our endeavor. Mauna si Lord sa mga plano natin. But of course, without us embracing God, nothing really will happen much to what we wanted to happen. Christ is coming to everyone, and let's give ourselves to the Lord, and let's lead a life that's pleasing to God. to glorify Him day and night. So, Dr. Claire, sorry, I forgot to mention your name, but thank you for coming. Yeah. Okay. So, thank you so much, and God bless everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Luis. And for her inspiring message, may we call on the CEO of ICAHST, Ms. Laika Balita.
Hi. So first, I want to start off by showing my appreciation for the ICAST team. So we're an all-female team. Merong senior, may mukhang minor, may mga madam. Yan. Si Miss Malu, of course, ang aming reyna ng ICAST. Ang aming liaison officer kasi pag kailan lumayas, pupunta sa mga BIR, siyang bahala. And then we have Miss Mary Rose Cruz, ang aming TESDA queen. Siya nag-guide sa amin dun sa mga kailangan namin sa TESDA. Si Madam Neng, na nagbi-video ngayon, ang aming marketing head, data encoder, processing officer, lahat na. Pero ang reason kaya kami lumalaki ng mabilis. At si Miss, nasa na si Miss Noeling, nagtatago, na aming hinihiram sa CBRC. Ayun, so far, that's the team behind ICAST. So, I first found out about ICAST less than 3 weeks ago. I was in the mall, I was with my sister. She was getting a mani-pedi, and then my dad called me. He was like, "Uy, kamusta pala yung sa foundation, ganyan-ganyan." Bilang, "Oo nga pala, may na-acquire tayong school, ikaw mag-head ha. Sige, punta tayo bukas." And then, yun, the rest is history. Tapos andito na kami. And so far, meron na kaming accreditation for pharmacy services assessment. And I think by next week, meron na tayong barangay health, healthcare, working on caregiving, events management, etc. With the help of the team. Tapos, we're running an Omni model for teachers. We're also holding certificate courses online. So, ang dami naming opportunity kami ni Neng that we can go anywhere we want. But then, we tried out ICAST for around a week. And then, I think we kind of just fell in love with it. Because, like growing up, I've always been a believer in accessibility and simplicity in education. Because it's always so complicated, you know, in the academe. But, you know, this time, we have the chance to give access, to make it simple, you know, to anyone, whether or not you have a bachelor's degree, you don't need a master's degree. It's really just empowering people, and that's what I love about it. So I think that's why we're sticking around, because we can see the future. This can be a university eventually. We'll have our own building. You know, it has so much potential with this, you know, with all this support, with this incredible team. So, yun, I wanna keep this short, simple, but yun. I hope you guys help us out. We can collaborate, especially with the Philippine Medical Depot team and the rest of the companies. So we can collaborate, assessment, training, online certifications. There's so much potential for growth if we just help each other out. So sabi nila, si dad ko, si Doc Boyet, everything they touch turns to gold. Sa amin naman, hopefully with ICAST, all the students we touch, their hearts, their minds, and their lives turn to gold. So yun, welcome to the rebirth of ICAST. Thank you. Ay, sorry.
And a quick message from the founder and former president of Philippine Nurses Association of America, Dr. Clarita Miraflor.
Yes.
Wow.
Hang it.
Another wow. Another wow. I learned so much. I have heard 3 visionaries. 1, 2, 3 partners. Dr. Lynn, Carol, the kids. Oh my gosh. I didn't even expect that I would be speaking, but really, truly, what I heard is all inspirational. They are influencers right here. And to think that the future of this building, this group of people, you are family. And I'm very, very happy that Carl texted me, messaged me and said that you will cut the ribbon, you know. And I said, wow. You know what? When you cut the ribbon, I felt humbled, at the same time honored. Imagine, ikakat mo ang ribbon. of the Carl Balida Foundation. Then I said, this will be the beginning when we stepped here with Atong and Edgar. As I was stepping up, I said, wow, this is a group of, it's a conglomerate of business ventures that will be known all over the world. Global. Do you believe me? Yes. And all of you will be who? Members of the family of conglomerate of businesses and ventures. Well, what else can I say? Congratulations. And I don't know what to say more, but I'm very happy to be here. Good luck. See you more. And hope to be, I will be with you for a few more days and see the future rising up. I'd like you to stand up, please, all of you. And let's end this with the Lord's Prayer. And I like Carol because she is the birthday celebrant to lead this prayer. Carol, Dr. Carol. Lord's Prayer. Lord's Prayer, please. And I will be beside you to protect you. I'll be your angel.
Okay, let's all say our Lord's Prayer in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father in heaven,
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Thy
Kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not
into temptation, but
deliver us from evil. Amen.
In the name of the
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you very much, Carol, and happy birthday again. And where's the moderator? She disappeared. You like to say your closing remarks? Come over. Thank you. Oh, you made me cry. Oh, wow. I felt very... Ooh.
May get to. But that's okay.
Ang medal.
Ned. Thank you, Iya.
Thank you so much po for your message. And may we hear on the PCCI Quezon City President, Architect Alfred Carandang, for your quick message.
Surprise. Congratulations, Laika.
Hold on, sir.
Saglit lang naman to. Congratulations, Laika. Alam mo naman, favorite kita. Sorry, Lambert. And to the families that merged today, congratulations. And from PCI, Quezon City, sana po mag-renew ang Philippine Medical Depot on your membership. Naniningil na eh, no? Saka po, and other businesses that here, through Laika, siya mag-recruit sa kanila to be members of PCI Quezon City. Para dito tayo meeting, di ba? Yun lang po. Thank you very much and congratulations everyone.
Thank you, Architect Alfred. And now, Father Aris, to share us with the words of God for the blessing and leading of this blessing.
Sir, wala po. Wala. Anong gagawin? Diretso na tayo blessing.
Okay, good morning po.
Sir. Simulan po natin sa pagbabasbas. And then, bago po ang lahat, sa pasimula po ng blessing, nais ko pong i-congrats si Attorney, si Dr. Carl, at ang buong pamilya Carbalita. Sir, sabi ko nga, malayo pa ang mararating. No? Hindi man sa panahon inilaan para sa iyong araw na ninanais mo. Pero sa isip at sa puso ng mga taong nakakakilala sa iyo, higit kang dinarakila. Sang dahilan, naging bukas ka para sa bawat isa. Sa matagal po nating magkakakilala, how many times lumapit ako sa inyo pero hindi ako nabigo. Naging inspirasyon ko po kayo, no? Sa kung paano narating ko kung ngayon ako. Katulad po ng sinabi ni Ma'am, no? Awesome, wow. No? Ang lagi ko pong itinatagubilin lagi kay Sir sa pamilya, huwag mawala lagi yung panalangin. No? Kasi nandun lahat, kakaharapin mo yung iba't ibang pagsubok, yung ibang problema. Pero sa problemang yan, doon ka pinalalago, doon ka pinalalakas, doon ka pinatitibay. Always remember, pray, how to pray, just pause, no? Then kung may problema mang darating, let it be, no? Bigay natin sa Diyos. Ibuntong hininga mo lang. Alam ko, sir, pagod din si ma'am, no? Sa mga nagdaan. Pero nakita ko po yung pag-strive ninyo, no? Ipinokus ninyo yung minimit gusto ninyo't mangyari. Alam ko, sir, marami ng blessing na dumating, pero hindi po kayo naging maramot. No? Lahat ibinahagi niyo. Kaya nga sabi ko nga, ang nandito't lahat, huwag natin kalimutan. Hindi man maibalik yung buti ng ginawa ng pamilyang ito. Huwag natin kaligtang ipagdasal sila lagi. No? Ano mang problema, ibuntong hininga mo lang. Lagi sinasabi, sir, no? Parang sa pagdilat ng mata, may liwanag at pag-asang darating na ibinibigay para sa atin. Then, letter R, resist, tell something to the Lord, whatever you want. Sabihin mo lang, sir, no? Ma'am, alam ko, bago po kayo, no? Sinusundan po ninyo yung career ng mamit daddy mo. Pero nakikita ko po yung potential na hindi lamang ang minimithi mo ay para sa iyo, kundi gusto mong mabigyan ng daan para yung ikangay pagsumikap na ginawa't ng parents ninyo, makita doon na maibahagi mo rin para sa ibang tao. Sabihin mo lang sa Diyos, no? Sabi mo nga may mga staff kang narito, no? Nandyan sila. Always remember, ano? Huwag mo rin kaligtaan na bagamat nandyan sila, andyan pa po yung mamit dad mo. Lagi mong sabihin para sa kanila, Dad, I need you. I need us. Lagi ko kayong kailangan, yung patnubay at gabay ninyo. And then, ask God to control us, to control you. Ano mat marating mo, still, tapa ka lang sa lupa. No? Lagi mong pakakatandaan ang sarap na habang tinatanaw, tinitingnan ang lahat ng ginawa ninyo, na andun yung pagbabalik ng Diyos na hindi mo nakikita. Laging ibibigay kahit hindi mo hinihingi. Dapat mo lang pasalamatan. Then, always remember, letter Y, yield, listen what God tells us. Always remember. No? Yun yung sinasabi lagi natin. Ibinubulong natin, sinasabi natin sa Diyos ang lahat ng gusto natin at ibig natin. Katulad ng sinabi ni Sir kanina. Pakinggan mo rin kung ano tang ibig at nais para sa iyo ng Diyos. Sapagkat siyang may kabatiran, happy birthday, ma'am. Na, especially po dun sa ating meron na pong citizen card. No? Sa inyo po, sir, maraming salamat po. Simulan po natin ang pag-blessing. Congratulations po. Good morning. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, at ng Diyos Espiritu Santo, Amen. Loobin mo, Panginoon, na kami nagkatipon ngayon ay humihiling ng pagbabasbas sa dakong lugar na aming pinagtitipunan. Ikaw ang siyang may kapamahalaan, ikaw ang siyang nagmamayari ng lahat ng bagay. Pinupurit, pinasasalamatan ka namin sa sandaling ito, sapagkat tunay nga't nakita namin dakila mong awat habag at pagpapalat kaloob para sa pamilyang ito. Panginoon, gamitin mo kaming iyong kasangkapan, gamitin mo iyong instrumento upang ang layot higit na makatulong sa iba, sa hindi sa personal na interes at kapakinabangan, kundi sa paglalayo ng paghahandog ng pagbabahagi ng lahat ng biyayang iyong kaloob. Purihin ka, Panginoon, sa mga sumandaling ito. Tulutan mo tang iyong mga banal at laksa-laksang anghel ang pumarito upang sa pasimulan ng pagbabasbas ay yun nawang iyong bigyan daan na ang liwanag ng kandilang sinindihan ay maging daan upang kaming lahat ay pagkabuklurin sa diwat kapamahalaan ng Espiritong Banal na nagmumulat para sa iyo na ikaw nagkaloob para sa lahat. Biyayaan mo kami sa sinag ng liwanag ng kandilang ito upang sa aming pagtahak sa dakong lugar na inihingi ng pagbabasbas ay magkaroon nawa ng liwanag at pag-asa, hindi lamang para sa bawat isa, hindi lalo higit sa mga taong ibig naming tulungan at matulungan nitong aming pinagpapabasbasan. Dako po tayo, sir. Sumainyo ang Panginoon. Panginoon, basbasan mo ang tarangkahan at pintuan ng gusaling ito na inihingi namin ng pagbabasbas. Idulot mo nawat ang iyong mga anghel at mga banal ang siyang magtanod at mag-ingat. Ikaw nawat, Panginoon, na pumarito ng minsan at nagkatawang tao ang siya nawang magbantay at ng sa iyong pagparito, ay dulot at higit nawa ng pag-iingat at ang lahat ng kahilingan sa dakong lugar na inihingi ng pagbabasbas sa itunghayin mo't magpag-ibig na tulad. Ikaw ang siyang magbuos ng pagpapala, tunay nga't Panginoon na sinabi mo, anuman ang aming hilingin, sa pamamagitan ng panalangin na aming tatanggapin, kung kahit aming itinataas ang aming kahilingan, pasasalamat at pagpupuri, basbasan mo't ang dakong lugar na ito, upang sa iyo ay maging ikangay kapamahalaan sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak at ng Diyos Espiritu Santo. Amen. Pasok po tayo. Ama namin, sumasalangit ka, sambahin ang ngalan mo. Mapasa amin ang kaharian mo, sundin ang sa lupa para ng sa langit. Bigyan mo kami ngayon ng aming kakanin sa araw-araw, patawarin mo kami sa iyong mga sala, para ng pagpapatawad namin sa nagkakasala sa amin. At huwag mo kami paintulot sa tukso at iadya mo kami sa lahat ng masama. Amen. Aba, Ginoong Maria, pupuno ka ng grasya, ang Panginoong Diyos ay sumasayo. Bukod kang pinagpala sa babaeng lahat, pinagpala naman ang iyong anak na si Jesus. Santa Maria, Ina ng Diyos, ipanalangin mo kayong makasalanan. Ngayon kung kami mamamatay, amen. Luwalhati sa Ama, sa Anak, sa Diyos, Espiritu Santo, kapara ng unang-unang at magpakailanman at magpas sa walang hanggan. Amen. Sa panlahat hiling ng iyong mga lingkod na nagmamay-ari at humihingi ng pagbabasbas sa dakong lugar na ito ay sa'yo nagmumula. Ikaw pagkalog mo. Ikaw na Diyos na aming sinasampalatayanan, ikaw na Diyos na aming pinaniniwalaan, ikaw na ang magbuhos at magbigay ng dakilang katugunan sa pang-araw-araw nilang pangangailangan. Ingatan mo sila sa lahat ng oras ng kasamaan. Sa anumang kasamaan, idulot mo't higit, Panginoon, ikaw siyang magharit manguna at laging pumatnubay para sa kanila. Ama namin, sumasalangit ka, sambahin ang ngalan mo, mapasa amin ang kaharian mo. Sundin ang sa lupa para ng sa langit. Bigyan mo po kami ngayon ng aming kakanin sa araw-araw, patawarin mo kami sa iyong mga sala, para ng pagpapatawad namin sa nagkakasala sa amin. At huwag mo kami paintulot sa tukso at iadya mo kami sa lahat ng masama. Amen. Aba, Ginoong Maria, pupuno ka ng grasya, ang Panginoong Diyos ay sumasayo. Bukod ka ang pinagpala sa babaeng lahat, pinagpala. Ay pasisimunuan, higit ang hawak na lang po. Wala naman ang iyong anak na si Jesus. Classroom, sir.
For biomedical. Sabi ko,